places that we feel great about, and that our children, we feel proud to give to our kids. And in a sense, what I've tried to do with the Hotspots movement is to encourage people around the world to get involved in work that they find exciting and interesting. And the initial research that we did was supported by the UK government. Our research now is very generously supported by the Singaporean government. Do we have anybody from the Singapore Ministry of Manpower here? Aha, this is about the first time ever I've managed to get somewhere where they haven't also been there, so that's very good. They're not following me. They do usually. So, it's been very much a worldwide initiative. And what I'd like to do this evening is to tell you something about my thinking behind it, and also to say something about how you could get involved and become part of it if it's something that's interesting to you. I guess it began, and Mandeep talked about the Living Strategy, which was the very first research project I did more than a decade ago, where I looked at organizations and I looked at engagement and pride and so on. And what I found is that actually, companies are not all the same. In fact, if you look at a company, what you find is you find pockets of real energy and innovation. You find areas where it's sort of business as usual, and you find bits which I would call the deep freeze. People are very, very unhappy, don't have pride in their work. And those places of high energy, which, by the way, can occur in any corporation, I called hotspots. And in the subsequent research I've been doing at the London Business School, we've been looking at what is it that creates hotspots. What would you have to do to build an organization where people felt energized, they felt engaged, they felt innovative? Because let's face it, you used in India to be able to say, well, look, we're a country of low cost. The reason that we're doing so well is we cost less than anybody else, and that's why you can outsource to us and so on. Well, of course, that's a transitory competitive advantage. It was very interesting this week at NASCOM. A lot of the business process re-engineering and outsourcing gurus were there. And I said to them, what about India? And they said, too expensive. We're moving to Brazil and Uzbekistan. Oh, yeah, didn't you know that? Okay, now I've told you something you don't know.